Good morning. Here we are, Sunday, June 15th, 2025. I'm Larissa. Yeah, the time has come once again to drink from skulls. Oh, it's this quilt behind me. What is this quilt behind me? I've never talked about the quilt. This is why I made this a few years ago. So the center photo there, that was the engagement photo that went in the announcement in the newspaper. Yeah, like anybody gave a shit about me getting married. My mom paid to have that put in the newspaper. This is the photo that was taken of Omar and I. And my aunt put it on a pillow, and it was a engagement or a shower gift or whatever. And then the pillow got torn by one of the cleaning companies that I had hired to clean the house here. They damaged the pillow, so I cut the photo off and put it into this quilt. And what is over the photo? That is one of the hankies, one of my grandma Rose's hankies from her wedding. So the three hankies in the middle that are on a diamond, those were my grandma Rose's three wedding hankies. That she gave me those, and a bunch of other stuff, but she gave me those. Yeah. So that's what those are. And then there's a mixture of different fabrics on here. Um, some applique work or embroidery work that I had done with my machine. And then a bunch of different hankies. And the hankies are from different places. A lot of them are from my Auntie Mum. I won't even get into the fucking hankies. This is when my mother declared war on me. So before my grandmother died, she and I had conversations. She wanted her hankies to be given to everybody who came to the funeral, and she had a whole bunch of broken rosaries because my grandmother said rosary like incessantly, and she had a huge collection of rosaries that she had literally prayed the Jesus off of, right? Like they were the corpus, because she used to sit and rub the cross, right, when she would get to the end, because she said decade after decade after decade of rosary. And anyway, so I had all these rosaries, and whenever she and my grandfather would travel, she'd buy rosaries when she'd find them, like in gift shops or whatever. There was a silver rosary in particular. It was solid sterling silver that she had gotten in Guatemala, that she wanted my cousin Kathy Ann, my second cousin Kathy Ann, to have. So my grandmother and I had gone over all of these things. We knew these things. My mom was pissed. After my grandma died, I went to the apartment. I asked my grandfather, I said, is it okay if I take the rosaries and the hankies? And he said, yes. So I did. And when we got to the funeral, I started to hand them out. Well, my mother, it was like, okay, I don't have to pretend like I love you anymore. Right? That's totally what it was. She was like, I don't have to pretend that I love you anymore. Fuck you, Larissa. That was like when my mother declared war openly on me. My mother declared war on me since I was a child, right? Like some of my earliest memories are of my mother telling me, "Mommy will always love you, but Mommy doesn't like you." What the hell does that mean to a 3-year-old? Right? So like bullying for me started at home. My mother was always resentful of me existing, right? Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so some of these hankies were my grandmother's, ones that she sat and embroidered and tatted the trim on when my grandfather was away at war. Other ones are just hankies that she had, because she always had a hanky. Always, 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 at least one, right? Um, and some of these hankies were mine. There was one up there, this one, that little one, the little Hansel and Gretel one. My Auntie Mum gave me that hanky because when she was telling me about her hanky, she always had a hanky to wipe off her glasses or whatever kind of thing. And that was my first hanky, was that one. And then there's a couple hankies on here that were my mother-in-law's oh, when I had to clean out all of her poopy clothes, I found a couple hankies. And there's like two of them that were hers. Two. Come and get them, Sheila. Anyway, so that's what I put together, these hankies. They're hankies and burlap. It was when I made the curtains for the house. I made all the curtains in my house here. And they're just burlap panels with a pocket at the top and the bottom of fabric scraps that I turned into binding, right? Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, that's what this quilt is behind me. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, my aunt, she steals design ideas all the time. Yeah. Yep. Mhm. Whatever. Whatever. None of those people talk to me, right? I'm not good enough for them. I'm not good enough for any of my family. I'm not good enough. Not good enough to be part of their club. All right. Well, I've just never been able to go along with bullshit, right? And growing up, like both sides of my family hated each other. Um, it came from cultures that settled in the United States that in the old country didn't necessarily get along, but in the new country we're all trying to be American, and so it was like there was bullshit, right? There was bullshit, and my mom was a pampered, spoiled brat, um, and there were a lot of just like weird. Hey, sir, how are you? How are you? You gonna come up here with me? Come on. Come on up. Come up. Come on up, Brody. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Hey, sir. Senor Perro. Senor Perro. Aquí. Aquí. Yes. Oh, thank you for kisses. Yeah. Oh, you're stinky. Why are you so stinky? He's stinky because he was out there eating chicken poop. Ugh. And he's kissing my face. Ugh. Anyway, my mom hates me. And she always has. Right? Like when it was convenient for her to show up and be, hero mommy, whatever, that happened, right? But it was mostly a case of nobody gets to pick on my daughter except me, right? Right? If anybody's gonna pick on Larissa and make her feel like shit, it's gonna be me, right? Anyway, ugh, all that from that quilt. Oh, well, yesterday I was just talking about, being bullied, right? Oh, oh, well, the problem stemmed from like I started getting boobs really early, really, really early. Like I was in when first grade, no, second grade. Miss NASO's class. I was in second grade when I got my first training bra, right? And I was a year younger than everybody already, right? And I got my first period when I was just barely 9 years old. Yeah, and that was beginning of fifth grade. Yeah, and everybody else was 10 or 11 in fifth grade, and I was 9, and I got my period before them. There was one other girl who had her period before me. Gry Bente Johansson. She and I were friends. Ugh. Anyway, I mean that's where it stemmed from. But I was constantly bullied, constantly bullied, and then on top of it, they placed me in second grade. They also placed me in gifted education, and so I got taken out of class and sent to even though I was in the Catholic school, got sent to the gifted education class in the public program, right? Yeah. So, yeah. And then my third grade teacher, Mrs. Lubis, she had two sons who were also in the Catholic school, and they were older, and they were also in gifted education. And the one that she hated me. She hated me for being in that program, and I think she also hated me for cultural reasons as well. I mean, Lubas, they were they were Russian, and Funyak is not Russian, right? So I mean, I got bullied. I got bullied by her. I got bullied in first grade by the teacher, Miss Oplinger. There again, German. Did not like my kind. Yeah. Anyway, Yeah. Told me I was too stupid because, all Romani people are retarded. All Romani people are stupid and retarded and can't be taught. Mm, right? So I was not allowed to be in math or reading class because I was too small and stupid. You're just not smart enough, Larissa. It's okay. Here's some pictures for you to color. She was so sweet to me. She was so sweet about it, too. That's what it was. Yeah, and then third grade, Mrs. Lubis didn't like me because of my last name. Me and John Wiseneski, so I know that's what the problem was. So she was Russian. Her family was Russian, and we were not. Wiseneski and Funyik were not Russian. So but this one day it was the day that she made me and John stand up in front of the class and had all of the kids point at us because we didn't have our math homework done. And she had all the kids point at us while she berated us. And one of the things that she said to me, she ripped him up one side and down the other for having one of his shirt tails sticking out of his pants, and his bow tie was crooked. His mom didn't give him long ties. All the other boys had the long. You could wear a long tie or a bow tie. All the other boys had the clip-on long ties, and his mother had him wear a bow tie. And so Ms. Lubis made fun of that and, berated him for his shirt sticking out of his pants. And then for me, she said, and you, I don't know why they let you in that gifted program if you can't even get your math homework done. Right? You don't deserve to be in that gifted program. I don't see anything gifted about you. Yeah, well, all the kids were pointing at me. Yeah. Yeah, I used to make myself throw up so I wouldn't have to go into school. Mm-hmm. Because that bitch, that's how she treated me. Yeah. So it wasn't just the kids. I mean, when the teachers are bullying you, then the kids bully as well. Yeah, they did. They did. They bullied so badly. It was like everywhere I went. Everywhere I went, it was like that. And it wasn't much better at home, right? Yeah. There was this pull back and forth between the two sides of the family. Which side do you like better? Which culture is better, right? And my mom was at war with my father's mother, and it was just no fun for me. No fun for me. No fun for me. Yeah. Yeah, so like when we were in Oakland and there was a black woman at the one club who told me, big fat black woman who told me I should stick to my own kind. I'm like, and who are they? Who are they? Oh, it was at a big fat, her name was Carmen. Big fat black woman named Carmen. It was at I can't remember the name of the actual club was, but the event was hot water cornbread. It was a spoken word poetry slam that happened every week, and um, yeah, and she wasn't the organizer. No, she was just a big fat bitch that used to go all the time, and she used to write sexy poems. There was like it was a genre of big fat black women writing poems about sex. There were a number of them there that did that. Yeah, and it's how I met Joy Alon because she was really awful to Joy. Joy was just another person that came to the event, and she was like making Joy hold her purse. Like, who is this fat bitch telling you to hold her purse? Your poetry is way better than hers is. Like, that's pretty much what I said to her anyway. Joy and I got to be friends. Um, yeah, yeah, but it was after I said something to Joy about it. I said, "Mom, we treat you like crap. Why are you wiping this bitch's ass?" And that's when Carmen came up to me like, "You should stick to your own kind." I'm like, "Oh, who are my own kind? Why don't you tell me? Because I'd love to meet them." Yeah, 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 mm, yeah. Okay, I'll take your advice if you can show me who my kind are. Who are my kind? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and then at that church that I was going to, where I was trying to go Mary Help of Christians, and I wanted to go say rosary because I was saying rosary anyway. I'm like, oh, look, they have a rosary service. I'll go say rosary with everyone else, because I used to say rosary with my grandma, the one that prayed the Jesus off all her rosaries. And they didn't want to let me in, right? They used to lock the doors until I went to the priest. I'm like, hey, do you guys have rosary service or not? Because when I go over, they lock the doors. I heard them do it once. They saw me walking up the street. They closed the door and they locked it. And I'm like, what is going on? They won't let me in. So finally, they had to let me in. And the one woman at the rosary service asked me afterwards. She's like, "Oh, when are you going back to your country?" I'm like, "What?" I had never said any such thing to her, right? Like, oh, fucking joke in this country. This country's a joke. This country's a joke. Oh my God. I don't know, Tootie. Yeah. Anyway. So this flight crash in India, huh? I think that it is foul play. It's going to be interesting to find out, and I think it's Russia that did it. And this is why. I think this. The days leading up to that, there were a number of there were congressional hearings going on here in the U.S. about um, flight hours for pilots and air traffic control. And I'd watched a bunch of that, and then there was also a couple news stories about, is India going to sell Russia fighter jets, right? Like, because India makes a fighter jet, and so Russia is looking for that, and Russia, they're cheap bastards, right? Because they don't have any money, right? Because of all the sanctions and everything that have happened over the past few years because of their bloodthirst, because of Putin's bloodthirst. It's not even his people's bloodthirst, it's his bloodthirst, you know? Um, yeah, so I think he was trying to drive down the price of jets and thug on India. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think there's foul play. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they say. Yeah. Hey, sir. Senor Perro. Senor Perro. Senor Perro. Don't want me to touch your sticks? Doesn't want me to touch his sticks. Don't touch my sticks. Yeah. Senor. Senor. There was one gal, not a gal, she was a woman, older than me, that she was the person who I liked who did housekeeping here. But I didn't like the working situation that she was in. And then when I tried to hire her directly, I was told by the guy that, oh, well, I will terminate all of her contracts if she takes your, and she says, I will take her to court. And I'm like, I don't want to give this. So I just anyway, Maria, and Brody loved her. She's when he'd get naughty, because I told her, I said, he likes to walk through piles, so just be careful when you're sweeping, because he's gonna walk through your pile, because it's a game he likes to play, because he does that to me. Just to walk through my pile. He'll walk by and he'll swish his tail and blow it all over the place. He's like that. So when he'd get like that with her, she'd call him Senor Perro. Mr. Dog. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. No, I don't like having somebody clean my house. I had to start having somebody come in to clean the house because of injuries, because I can't physically get down and do that scrubbing anymore. Like, I can't scrub the tub or the toilet because I can't get down and scrub hard enough. Like, I can't, because of what happened to me, and then being denied the health care at the hospital. Yeah. Yeah. I cannot clean to a standard high enough for me, right? Like, I can dust and whatever, but anyway. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Then, of course, there's Iran and Israel, right? Shooting at each other, because Israel had to go pick that scab. Israel had to go pick that scab. They're scab pickers. Pick, pick, pick. My goodness. My goodness. Well, we're almost done packing boxes. We're almost done doing it. Almost done doing it. Yeah. Had me a taco salad yesterday at Taqueria Santa Cruz. Oh, I gotta tell you. Yeah, so all of these demonstrations and all this bullshit that's going on, like, I don't care which side you're on. They're all bullshit. It's all a parade. It's all just a little public jerk off party, right? You want to do something. You want to do something that is really revolutionary. You want to do something that's going to make a difference for positive change and be inclusive and all that stuff that everybody likes to talk about. Support American businesses. Yeah. And if you're really, really, really radical, you can support an American immigrant business. Oh my God. Went and had lunch at Taqueria Santa Cruz, and there were like 5 other people there. But all those super smart old hippies are out with their signs. Oh, no kings. Oh my God. Meghan Markle got a show. Her Royal Highness, where you at, bitch? Oh, you wouldn't dare go out with Her Royal Highness these days, would you? No kings, baby, no queens, no princesses. No. Stealing from American citizens such as myself. Oh, of course. Of course. When your only talent is being skinny and riding a moron prince, you got to steal. Oh, yeah. You and your Netflix friends. Yeah. And this is no ill will towards the British royal family over there on their own fucking little island, doing their own little fucking island things. This is contempt for an American woman who wants to play princess and then doesn't even want to do the princess's work. Oh, none of us want her opening her mouth about anything political. Last time she did that, it was to push vaccines and to demand mandatory paternity leave pay for her rich bitch husband. So, just stay in your little castle, bitch. Stay in your little castle. Yeah. Seriously. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, but people don't want to patronize American businesses. You know, they want to go buy foreign made shit from the junk store down the street, but they don't want to come in. They won't even set foot inside a store like mine where everything's made by an American. And here she is sitting right there. Right? Yeah. 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 Anyway. Anyway. All those wooden nickels out there marching around. All those wooden nickels. Wow. What are you going to buy with a wooden nickel? Nothing.